every time your instinct is to compare, take a breath and give yourself some grace and say, I am on my own path.
Well, it's just so much noise.
The only noise you need to listen to this week is this. This is like little Zoe right here. How old is she? What was happening in her life at the time? Try to really dial in on those characteristics to build a persona of her. It'll help you have more empathy for her. In the next 48 hours, I want to know what she has to say.
Okay. Hi, happy Friday.
We're back.
We are back. It's Friday. It's like 3 or 4 days later
4 days. What a week.
for you. My week was pretty mundane.
I doubt it. Your hair looks beautiful.
Thank you. I got it done yesterday. I got it more blonde and I got some bangs because I'm trying to like embrace a new era of my life.
Oh my God. Say more about that.
I don't know. Senior year, obviously. And I'm just ready to like, this sounds a little bit cringy, but like step into my power. I'm like, okay, you know what? It's time. We're like tightening up. I feel more myself. Last year, best year. Like, I'm just like, I'm trying to like unlock a new version of me.
I get that. I'm having a really, really hard day, you know, a little bit about that. And I've done all the things today. I got dressed. I have like this super cute outfit on, which you can't
Where is it from? Give us details, please.
I'm wearing Miu Miu.
Obsessed.
I haven't worn Miu Miu much at all. In fact,
love it.
You mentioned the brand and I made me
Yes.
kind of look at it. And yeah, it's a cute little t-shirt and skirt set, which I don't wear skirts a lot. And I have a new pair of Hermes sandals on that I bought when I went back to school shopping.
I love. You're always stepping out.
I did some big damage in my back to school shopping. Silly.
sure you
Moms
did.
should do it too, right? It wasn't
Yes.
a Target haul. Let's just say that.
Oh God.
Insert photo here, right?
Can we please? Let's insert the bags.
And I had my cute little Miu Miu bag on my shoulder today. It was a little matchy. Maybe also a little
love
bit
it.
cringy, but I felt really good when I went to meet a friend for coffee today. And I don't know, there's something about, for me, getting dressed,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, getting ready for my day. Mentally, it puts me in a gonna tackle shit space. All right, so we had a big talk on Monday, and then I
Yeah.
sent you one of my favorite books.
Literally, guys, the next morning, the book was at my doorstep, and I was like, I didn't order anything from Amazon.
You didn't. I did. I told you I was going to send it.
I
And I
know.
thought I got a little photo that it had been dropped
Yeah.
at your doorstep.
And I got it. And I will be honest, I'm a couple pages in, but I'm really enjoying it.
All right. So I
And-
sent you the book, No Bad Parts,
Yeah.
by Richard Schwartz, PhD, who is the founder of IFS, Internal Family Systems.
Which I didn't know about. We were just discussing it.
Yeah, which is a way of thinking about how we relate to ourselves, our experiences, and he talks a lot about parts.
Yeah.
And we were talking a lot about parts on Monday.
Yes, we
Right.
were a lot.
Yeah, you being a little kinder, gentler to those parts of you that are feeling lots of stress, pressure to do, be, decide, perform, achieve, you know?
Yeah.
All the parts of you that want certainty and control, right? In this time of your life, which is so big and kind of hard.
Right. And post that discussion, I was thinking about this a lot, and I've heard you say it in a previous episode. And I felt with the whole like, oh, all parts of me accepted. I have all parts. I've always considered myself as like a very like, I have my mind and then I have my body. And for me, I lead with my mind a lot. I'm pretty disconnected from my body. And it's something I've always struggled with.
Yeah.
And it's just like with the past few days, with the practice you assigned me, where I'm like sitting there. And this sounds kind of crazy. And it's like, it was an unfortunate kind of like truth for me in a way where I was like sitting there, stillness, no music, no nothing, just like in my body almost present.
Yeah.
Because even when I work out, Sarah, like I'm listening to music or I'm thinking about something. I'm not like I'm pushing weight, but I'm like there's still some sort of like, you know, I don't want to call it disassociation, but in some respect, you know, it's like there's a disconnect. And it felt really uncomfortable. Like everything in me wanted to stop. And I was like, I don't like this. Like, I feel uncomfortable. I feel like things are coming up that I don't want to think about. Like, it was kind of like I want to crawl out of my skin moment. Because
Yeah.
I was like, this is intense. But I was like, I don't like this body. Like, this is not what I want to be in. It's not something I resonate with. And it was almost like, I'm mad at you, one, that you don't like your body and that you don't like being in it. And then two, how are we going to like make this happen where we stop this disconnect? And that I've also been like procrastinating the whole like talking to myself habit. Like I've done it, but I'm like, okay, 5 minutes. Like I don't, there's like this like physical like
Yeah.
hesitation.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. I can relate to everything you just said. One of the ways I know I'm not lifting enough weight, if it's not heavy enough, is if I'm still, that banter and that chit chat is still going on in my head. One of the
Yeah.
things I love about my workouts is that it shuts that off. If I push myself hard enough,
Right.
I turn that off. Now
Right.
that's my own way of probably dissociating and getting quieting, but I love a physical experience that
Yeah.
turns off the chatter in my head. Great
Yeah.
sex will do it too. I mean, really,
Yeah.
anything to get out of your head. Now, I am enjoying getting into my body now.
Right.
So it's not trying to get out of my body and my head. It's get into my body, out of my head,
Yeah.
into my body. But for a long time, it was just get out of it, get away.
Yeah. Well, and that voice that we talked about, like that part of you that we noticed it was in my throat and the whole like in the body thing. I think that's why it felt so uncomfortable because that is like trapped there. And if I have to be in my body, then I have to like
Yeah.
confront that I'm feeling that, you know? Yeah.
Did
It sucks. Sorry. Not
did
to be
you-
negative, but
Okay, so we talked a lot about her and that little voice
yeah.
that's right here. Does she have anything to say to you this week?
Yeah. A lot. A lot of it, and it's again, it's so hard for me because it's like I'm all about like because I have been like really depressed before, right? So then any negative feeling is scary because I'm scared it's going to bring me back to that place.
Yeah.
So I avoid it usually at all costs. Hence the like lack of like mind body connection. Sometimes I struggle with like deep empathy. It's just like this whole multitude of things.
Yeah, and then you're likely to get more depressed, by the way.
Yeah, I know. So it's just like, ugh, but it's so annoying. And I'm just like, this is, again, it's like this physical, like I almost feel trapped in some respect. And it was like, that voice was just like, again, like I was just like, it's like, I'm so scared. Like it was kind of like confronting the fact that I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen, when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
No idea where my life is going. But I believe in myself, but I don't. I'm insecure, but I'm not. It's just like there's so much chatter and so much like shit taking up my mind, and it's like noise. And I think I don't like listening to the voice because it feels like I'm turning it on.
Yeah.
But then again, when I'm not listening to it, there's like this like again throat or heart feeling that's like urging and pushing me.
I still feel like you're not listening to her.
Expand.
You're thinking about what this means
Yeah.
and what it might be trying to say to you.
Yeah.
And what the block might be or the obstacles might be. But I hear this resistance to just listening, giving this part of you, assigning it all the characteristics of a human, right?
Yeah.
And listening, deep listening to what it is that she wants to say. I think in my own experience of doing this, it's not that scary. The thoughts, my spiraling thoughts, my doomsday,
Right.
oh no, catastrophizing, criticizing thoughts are terrifying and horrible. But this, and for me, it's what's in my gut, has been quiet and gentle and timid, not very threatening at all. So it makes me think that maybe you haven't Maybe you haven't quite heard her yet. Maybe you
Yeah,
haven't
I don't
quite.
think I have either.
Yeah.
I think I'm almost like going into it with the expectation that listening to that voice or whatever it has to say is going to be like everything I've avoided in some way, you know? It's going to be like,
Yeah.
again, what it has been is this pile of just like thoughts that I pushed in the back of my mind because I don't want to confront them, rather than like this grounding kind of like, no, this is who you really are, like authenticity kind of voice. And it's again frustrating a little bit because I feel like I've heard glimmers of it before and I've had it before. And it's just like, oh, another thing to be mad at myself about is like, why can't, like, you know, it's kind of like, why can't I do this?
Yeah.
How do I do this? Again, it's just this like wrestling
So
situation.
that's what Dick Schwartz would talk about, is being blended with your parts. So you
Yeah.
can't separate yourself from the part, and you're sort of acting out, you know?
Yeah.
The part is acting out because it's not being heard.
Right.
And I think the opportunity you have is to step aside, apart, and just tune in and listen, you know?
Yeah.
And you don't have to, there's no need for fixing. You don't have to analyze. There's
Yeah.
no solving here. There's nothing to do. It's just being present and aware
Yeah.
of what it is your body is trying to show you.
Yeah, I also wonder if part of it for me is again the hesitation, the scaredness, the like fear is okay, what if I listen and what I listen to is not what I want to hear and it's not something I expected. You know?
Yeah.
And
Well,
then I have to grapple with, well, fuck, what do I do with that now?
Yeah.
That's not what I planned for.
yeah. I'd like to just suggest that there's probably nothing that this part can say that you haven't already thought, heard. Yeah. It will not be novel. No. I always like to, I mean, when I first started the podcast, I was worried about like what kinds of criticism I might get from people. And then I thought to myself, what could anybody say that I haven't already thought on I'm my own worst critic?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
the horrible, critical, awful things I've said to myself over the last 53 years. No one can say anything that comes even close to touching how cruel I've been to myself, right? In my own self-talk so often in my life. So
Right.
I'd like to suggest that's probably the case here. And in my own experience also in doing this, these are some of the most beautiful, tender, loving conversations I've had in my whole life is with some of those parts. And the opportunity for me to step into my kind of wisdom as a grown up, you know, that part of me that can authentically reassure and console those parts. It's been pretty beautiful.
I think, Sarah, I'm also like grappling with not judgment of myself for it, but almost like I was talking to my roommate about it and she's like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean talk to yourself? Like, I think I've always been a very like, I always say like, I'm too old for my age. Like I've always been a very follow my own lead person, but I think it's interesting that I'm like, I think I almost like hold myself back sometimes where I'm like, I don't want to be too self-aware. Like I don't want to, because I already feel so different from my peers sometimes.
Yeah.
That I don't want to isolate myself even more. But again, it's like I can't win because then I'm again like rejecting myself and my own purpose or whatever it is.
I mean, honestly, if you want to come up with more excuses as to why you shouldn't do this,
I know
you can come up with 100. Okay,
This is just me making excuses.
We keep going, you know. But being more self-aware, grounded, anchored, free. These are very attractive, incredibly sexy, wonderful things that are going to add more to your life and not make you more of an outsider, an outcast, but make you more magnetic and more expansive and bring more light, more joy to you and everyone who knows you.
Yeah.
And if you want proof of that, just, you know, look at me from season 1 and then look at me today and like, think about what's happened in the last year of just how, I mean, it is all the good things.
Yeah.
It's all the good things. And it's scary because it feels like you're You have to let go of control here. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's a human instinct that you're controlling it by not letting it speak,
Yeah, totally.
but it's controlling you.
I know.
And that's the piece that is such a mind fuck. And it's
Yeah.
like, in order to really find freedom, you have to lose control.
Yeah. And that's opposite of everything I've been
know.
taught and also
I know.
everything that I want to do.
Yeah. And if you could let yourself lose control, let yourself give up control and see the freedom in that, then all of a sudden there's going to be all these other places in your life that open up where not being in control brings all of the good shit.
Right.
I mean, I love to like use analogies about having sex, but you don't get to have a great orgasm if you try to control it.
Yeah.
A good laugh, the best laugh is an out of control experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, try to control a sneeze. You're going to keep sneezing until you
Yeah.
let the fucking sneeze happen.
Yeah.
All right. There's all these examples, right? Try to hold back a cough because you have a tickle in your throat. How well does that work, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and I can relate to this because I sat with an amazing therapist for most of my 20s who invited me to look at things and feel things, and I couldn't feel them and look at them. And we did a lot of really good work together, and she was such an amazing, caring, loving human in my life during a difficult time. But I sat gripping, and I couldn't let go of the grip.
Yeah.
And, it took me a really long time, like a couple decades, to really let my hands sort of loosen up
Yeah.
the reins, and longer than it should have. Right. And I kept myself very busy doing things that seemed very, very productive. But they were all, and well, not all, but most of them were so compensatory. You get a choice, and life will keep inviting you. There'll be opportunities and people that are going to come into your life, and it's going to keep inviting you to take a peek at this and to listen.
Yeah.
And there'll be a moment where you will give in. And it might be this month, and it might be when you turn 30, or it might be when you turn, I don't know when it'll be, but
Yeah.
there will be a point where all of a sudden you'll cry uncle, and something beautiful will happen.
Yeah.
I just don't, selfishly, two things. One, I want everything, all the good shit for you. And I want to help you find it.
Yeah.
I love the idea that I could help you. Now,
Well, you have helped me.
I might not be the person, and that's okay. But this is only going to make your life better.
No, I know. It's like, again, I know these things. It's just, Zoe, come on.
Yeah. So I think the Zoe come on part is more of like, you gotta feel that. Like, if you know it, where do you know it? Where do you feel it? So I know it, but where do you know it?
Yeah.
Is it here?
I feel it in my heart. Like, I'm feeling
Yeah.
it right now.
What does it feel like?
It's like now, then it travels up to my throat and I feel like choked, kind of.
Choked. Yeah.
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 It's just kind of like loosen up, in a nicer way. But like,
Try to always think of the nicer way to say it.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't be so hard on yourself, loosen up. Come on, let it go. Relax.
Yeah.
That's what the world wants to say to us. How many times has someone said to you, just relax, and it really like makes you feel relaxed? It doesn't. It's the exact opposite.
The worst.
I think the best thing you can do right now is whenever you feel that tight little feeling, you just breathe into it and you say, just start with, it's okay. And maybe that's just the beginning, is the acknowledgement of it, and then just let it go.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
I'm feeling so called to it.
Well, that's cool. So it's
You know?
it's saying, hey, hi.
No, like completely.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I feel this like investment in like, okay, let's figure what this is.
Okay. As long as you're not making it, oops, as I poke myself in the eye, as long as you're not making it like another project, like another thing on your to-do list, I think.
That's what I'm trying not to do.
Yeah.
Because that is,
Yeah.
again, immediately what I go to. It's like, okay, this is something we put on our evening routine time,
No. I mean, that's why I said don't spend more than 5 minutes, don't
Right.
feel like it's got to be a big, I think if you're feeling called to it in that moment, then the challenge is just to say, hey, hi, I'm
Right.
here. Anything you can do to kind of soften the environment
Right.
and create more empathy,
Well, it's like I think I've just built this up for so long that I don't. It's like one of those things where it has like kept me safe for so long, right? And then it's like now that I don't need it anymore, I don't know what to, like I've never done this before.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
how do I do this? And
Yeah. Well, and here's the
Yeah.
good news. She's not going anywhere. She's always
Yeah.
going to be there to keep you safe. And you being in a new relationship with her is going to help you find safety in a new way,
right.
right? She's going to find new purpose. This is going to be more authentic safety, not
Yeah.
so much the idea of safety.
Yeah. Well, it's very like survival kind
And
of.
you're going to find that you don't need so much safety because they're the threats that you think you're experiencing dissipate. All of a sudden, like you've seen this with me where I talk about like all the things I'm kind of dealing with and the things I'm afraid of related to like Will and his health are just not so threatening anymore because I feel so comfortable with uncertainty,
Yeah.
right? So my need for safety is diminished greatly most days. This week has challenged it quite a bit, actually. But it's okay. That's to be expected. And I'll bounce back through with this differently than I ever have before any of the other challenges we face because I have this whole new relationship to my need for certainty
Yeah.
and safety. Certainty, safety, same word,
Yeah.
same thing, right? Control, safety, certainty, whatever, predictability, all the things. It's all the same thing.
Yeah. Well, and that you can just accept all of it too.
Well, you got to get beyond the first 3 pages of the book.
Yes, I do.
Okay. and then we'll talk again when you feel like,
I'm coming around to it.
you are. It's exciting. I see it.
Yeah.
I see you just in the way you're thinking about it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It's so
I'm
cool.
glad. That makes me happy because then I can imagine it for myself.
Yeah, you can. All right, you.
Okay.
More later.
More later. Always more later. We
Have a
always
great-
have something to talk
I know.
about.
Have an amazing weekend.
Hey, well,
All
I
right.
love you.
I love you too.